I've got Keith Emerson with me on co-coms. We will get to you as quick as we can. The players have been out very early, and I think we are expecting national anthems, so we'll get the national anthems out of the way, and then we'll have a look at the two teams who will hopefully put on a bit of a thriller for us tonight. In fact, VIPs are going across. I have the VIP's name. Ash Wright is from the Rycor sponsor for the Army F8. We've got Captain John Gordon from the Royal Navy and Colonel Tony Frank from the Army. So now is probably a good idea to get through the two teams. We'll get through them now, starting with the Army. One change from the draw against the RAF in Shrewsbury, and it's in midfield. Sean Thompson drops out, Liam Silver comes in. We're told it's tactical, nothing to do with injuries, but a fresh pair of legs in midfield, and Liam Silver gets the opportunity. But this is the team that they think will defeat the Navy tonight. Moving quickly on to the Royal Navy then, no changes. And why would you change it after the performance they put in against the RAF at Fratton Park last week? A pretty imperious performance, and it is no changes. So you'll be looking at the likes of Sanchez, Jans Baker, Manny Roche, Jake Walker, amongst others, to cause a problem. Time then, I believe, for the national anthem. Ball's just bouncing around between both teams. Neither one really taking care until now, with Manny Roche, who's got to go for goal from some range.
Oh, great strike.
I think he just saw Luke Carey take a step forward and thought, why not? I might just catch him out, and it was close to the opener.
Yeah, I mean, Luke could probably say that he had that covered, but it did look like he was scrambling for a second there.
I'm sure Luke would say he had it covered. Inside, past one challenge, Ryan Fagan. And he gets the ball in two, and it's just bounced around anywhere. And it was Jack Wright who took control, and that's what Ryan Fagan can give you, just a little bit of confusion in the Navy defence. Army corner then, left-footed, in swinging. And it's gone in! Right from the corner. I'm not quite sure what happened to Loz McCormick in the Navy goal, but it's gone all the way in. And it's Clay Bryant who is going to be celebrating the Army's opener.
Chance for Navy to break. Big throw out this time. I think it's probably the wrong option, but
Kenyon gets out a second attempt, and well, the Army keep hold of it despite bashing into each other, and spread it wide for Fagan, and he's one-on-one here with Solthorpe. And Fagan inside onto the left foot will go for goal. Oh. And that is inches from 2-0 to the Army.
Played very well on Sunday against the England Deaf International team, which was our last game of the season, which was great experience for all people involved.
Vincent flicks it on. Jans Baker does the same. All eyes on the referee as the half-time whistle blows then, and that's not what the reigning champions were looking for in that first 45 minutes. The Army certainly was. They've grabbed the goal out of probably a little bit of a fortunate circumstance, but they all go in, they all matter. And since then, the Army have looked confident. We are in for quite an interesting second half, Keith.
Yeah.
There's a large gap at that near post, I will say. Woolley. Oh, it's brilliant from Sean Woolley. It's a brilliant goal from the number 11, and the Army have an all-important second goal.
And like we said the first time, Sean is very dangerous in them areas. He's kind of went straight down Loz's side. I think Loz has gambled and took a step early, thinking he was going to go over the top of the wall, and it's a great free kick from Sean Woolley.
And if Sean was on comms right now, I'm pretty sure he'd say it's a goal, Keith, because he has bent it into the top corner. I thought he might have gone near post. There was a big gap there, but he's gone McCormick's side and completely caught out the keeper again. And a super goal, a goal worthy of winning any championship from Sean Woolley there, and it's put the Army in such a strong position with 25 minutes to go.
It's a good touch from Ryan Fagan there to keep the ball in play.
I wonder if the Army are also benefiting right now from the 2-week break between games, because they look fit and fresh.
Yeah, they do, and I think they would have been disappointed with the way they played.
Creamer got there, by the way. And that's got to be 3-0 to the Army. And Jack Wright has, well, looked at Lawrence McCormick, and the two of them have come together, and Dom Creamer says, I'll nick in there, thank you. And that should be the championship for the Army.
That's great position from Dom Creamer there to nip in front, but I know from too experienced a goalkeeper and someone like Jack Wright, they'd be extremely disappointed that they've allowed that to happen. But well done to Dom Creamer. He's got in between them. Great finish, which really puts the pressure on now, and the Army are in a really great position now to hold this.
Against a well-drilled Army team who had one game plan, and it's paid off. The Army are inter-services champions in 2025, and well-deserved on a brilliant night in Uxbridge for the men in red. Al Brown and his team have to take a lot of the plaudits here because, as I say, that was a tactic that they've clearly worked on for this Navy team, and it's paid off brilliantly. After years and years of it being all about the blue, Royal Navy blue, light blue, it's the first time in some years we can say, in terms of the Inter-Services Championship, as Deck Shuttleworth gets his hands on the trophy, it is time to paint it red. Congratulations to the Army then, Inter-Services champions for 2025, and they will enjoy this. It's been a long time coming for supporters of the Army. They've had to deal with some disappointing times, but 2025 is their year.
Well, joined by a very happy Army skipper, Greg Stevenson. How was that? How do you sum up your emotions at the end of that?
Well, what a feeling. I've been doing this for 16 years now. I've been part of some successful squads, but it's my first as a skipper. And that group there have just given absolutely everything in a game. I think a fair few people have written us off in, come away with a clean sheet, 3 goals. Just on top of the world. Proudest moment of my career, without a doubt.
You mentioned, what some of the critics might have been thinking beforehand, before the match, and after that draw with the RAF. What were you thinking last week when you saw the Navy's 3-0 victory? What were the points you took away from that in order to come out and win tonight?
We knew we weren't good enough against the RAF, so we almost could write off large parts of that game. The Navy didn't have the benefit of seeing us play because we didn't really play how we were supposed to. We got to watch it, we got together and watched it, identified areas we wanted to target, and we've executed it perfectly. We've defended really well against that long ball. They've got 3 big lads at the back, and I think we've dominated for large parts of it as well, which is really good.
Going in at the interval, 1-0 up, I think there was a bit of debate over that Clay Bryant goal. I think some saying he got it in. What was your take on that one?
It's a miss kick. I'm sure he'll thank me for saying that. But he did put the next one there, so it might have been on purpose. Not what we practiced on set pieces, but absolutely take it in an inter-services match to go 1-0 up in a winner-takes-all game. You'll take anything. So yeah, really good.
And a word on the other team members as well.
Honestly, to a man. Some of them I've never played with before, some of them I've played with for a long time, and we've just had weeks and weeks of enjoyment together, hard work together, and that's the result. We deserve it, and we're going to go and celebrate. So
we'll go off and celebrate. Well done once again.